Elias Seed, I believe. The characters of Normal Boots Club and Hidden Block Club are inspired by the personas of the real-life Normal Boots and Hidden Block groups of YouTubers created with their permission, despite the... Okay. Alright. I'm turning this down. Because it's kind of loud on my part. Hana. Look at all these handsome gentlemen. Asagao Academy. Wow, I think I butchered that. John, I couldn't have it. Okay, PBG, here, take my hand, and alright, Gerard, don't forget, I'll always come. Alright, Shane, I've seen enough. Alright, Jared, you captivate me, Hannah. Sweet. Satch, no, the Hannah, I'm alright. Nick, Paul, Josh, you don't understand. Alright, you're my best friend, Hannah. Yes. There's a peach, apparently, that we can go to. There's Shane, there's Hannah, dropping cookies. She's targeting Gerard. There you go. And we got some Hannah and Mai lying down staring at each other action. And then we got this. Oh, okay. Hidden Block Club! I only know like 2 of these guys. I don't know everyone. I wish I did. I love this song. Asagao Academy. Yes. This is awesome.
Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club.
That is so cool. That is amazing. Hi guys, welcome to HEC-PLAYS, and today we're playing Asagao Academy. I don't know if you know anything about this game, but this game is actually about dating YouTubers. More importantly, dating the Normal Boots Club YouTubers. And just like you saw, it consists of John, consists of Peanut Butter Gamer, Gerard, Bro Jared, Shane, who's the guy from Did You Know Gaming, Satch, and the Continue guys. I think that's it. Did I forget one? Oh, I guess I'll remember when I play. This is great. We got everything all right here. I was gonna lower it down, but I guess this is it. I'm not gonna quit the game. Sweet, let's play. Dive right in. I don't know. I haven't seen most of these guys, but I do have my favorites. Unfortunately, I have no idea who to go for. Now, this is a visual novel dating sim. However, disclaimers right now, I can't read. I can't speak well. I can't even do the voice acting correctly just because I love these guys and I feel bad messing it up, but I'm going to do the best I can to make this series bearable, so let's start right now. The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. Oh, by the way, you can save your game, you can load your game, you can skip apparently. I guess, I don't know what these do, but we got this, and apparently these are little secret notes. Day 1, current event, tournament points, 0. I have no idea. Alright. Dear Diary, today is the day I finally go to Asagao Academy. I couldn't sleep at all last night. When Dad dropped me off at the train station, he held my hand and stroked my head. You look just like your mother did, he said, but he didn't elaborate. I miss Mom. I miss Dad. But hopefully, this will be my fresh start. That's legit. Alright, I already read this. At least I hope I did. Across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. He was deeply entranced in whatever article he was reading, and hadn't spoken a word to me. Even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space, he shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without even making eye contact. It had been almost an hour. In fact, he hadn't once looked at me. I'm doing the best I can, I'm sorry. Devoid of conversation, I took instead to counting the buttons on the pretentious lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22, and so forth over and over again. That's not how you count. 1, 2, 3, and then there's 21, 22, and then you go back to fourth. This is messed up. Now and again, I turned to look out to the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes the smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Eventually, this rapidly made my stomach churn, and I went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions. 1, 2, 3. No. The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy and his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was green, varsity-like jacket, with an embroidered patch poorly sewed on the front. So you're the first year then. I love him. Excuse me. He folded his newspaper neatly, set it on his lap, and looked at me with a half-interested gaze. Did he just catch me staring? He's ever so sparkly. Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes, but it makes you even more gorgeous. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight and blinding bright. There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. Me? He glanced around the compartment, empty beside us, and laughed. Oh, no, I'm not a first year, I'm a third year. The train began to slow, metal wheels groaning against the metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep it together. Come on, Hannah, you can do it. What kind of impression would I leave puking on a student before I even arrived at the academy? The boy frowned. I picked at the hem of my cotton shirt. That's not possible. I've never seen you before. It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response. It's because I'm a transfer student. He laughed again. A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those. I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavyweight, off-white, had accumulated creases from reading and rereading, as if the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, and handed it back to me.
I'll see you around.
Well then, Hannah, I suppose I'll see you around. Wait, how did he... He smiled at me, and as he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hicked up a response, he was already gone from the compartment. I stared out into the empty hallways of the train. It was then that I realized he, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, knew my name, and I never got his. The train settled at the station, and I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April, and the last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees was already green. What? The trees were already green. There you go. Their leaves shivering in the occasional gust weaving through them. The air was mild, only a few clouds hanging from the sky. I wish I could see them, because the screen is black. I walked along the road with the swarm of blue-jacketed bodies looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowds. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me, even though I cannot see anything. I held my suitcase tightly in my sweaty hands. It was leather bounded and was worth more than anything it contained. Oh, dude, that's the worst. Cause like leather smells really bad when it's water on it, but like your sweat, that's gotta suck. It wasn't far to It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that what I owned didn't amount to much. My school issued black Oxford click, click, clicked on the pavement. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy this first time. My new start. I always imagined that everything would change for me in this walk. That somehow everything would be magically different. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. It hadn't changed. Oh, I hadn't changed. This is really sad, man. That's super sad. By the time I reached the massive gates to the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. The school, framed by the gate's twisted black metal, was just as beautiful as the glossy photos I saw in the pamphlets in its plan. This was it, Asagao Academy. I glanced around the swarm of students gathering around the gates. Beyond it, tiny blue people bounced around the academy main building. Tiny blue people. A girl pressed a button to one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. That's really gross. A few moments later, the black gate, with great effort, creaked outwards, cleared the pathway. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots. The crowd split off in different directions. For a moment, I panicked. A tired old man with graying hair called out for first years. First years! Gather around! A cluster of fresh-faced students gathered around him. Tall boy. Hey, look at that girl. I turned. A few feet away, a small group of boys were pointing at me and snickered. Pink hair! You've got to... Are you kidding me? How desperate can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. I attached myself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. In the distance, cicadas hummed in time to my shoes crushing against the gravel. Wow, man. Come on, man. My hair. It wasn't my fault my hair looked like this. Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory. A large sign in the lawn reading, Primrose House. The building dwarfed me in size and sheer intimidation. How many students did Asagawa have? As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingered nearby, caught my attention. I looked away. Then I looked back. She was staring at me. How do I know when it's going to add more text? Because I'm just double-clicking, you know, and I'm like, ugh. She walked over.
Oh, you must be my roommate!
I eyed her wearily. She was smiling and bouncing in a way that suggested her views on life were akin to a perpetual bouncy castle. Me?
Bingo.
Of course, you silly. Let me guess. Room 325? I thought back to the paper I received a month prior with a list of all the supplies I needed for the year and my dorm arrangements. Yeah, that's right. She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what was so funny. Was she laughing at me? When I found out my room was a transfer student, I knew you were gonna be a total main character. What? I'm sorry? Oh, what? When I saw you outside that gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? She had to be making fun of me. I didn't spend more than 5 minutes on campus and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble. Is there something wrong with my hair? Her face slacked from its amusing smile to a more worried expression. But then she began to laugh again.
Oh, no. It's great. I'm sorry. We're getting off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh, gosh.
Oh gosh,
My name's Sasuke. You must be Hana.
that is amazing. I bowed my head.
Hello.
Bow. It's nice to meet you, Mai. All your school books are waiting in your room with your welcome letter. And I read the envelope. I hope you're not mad. Mai started walking towards the dorm's front doors. I followed behind her like a lost puppy. Did you check in at the front desk already? No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to. Good. They'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in year 3, you know. Oh, is that your only bag? Just the one? Well, I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know? She spoke quickly, the words bubbling out of her mouth, and left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. She held the front door open for me, and I hurried inside. Ooh, it's pretty in here. Girls filed up and down the hallway, howling greetings and exchanged vague niceties that were more often than not, "How was your break?" and "Look how tan you got." What the? Oh. It seemed like everyone knew each other. I followed Mai as she led me through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Oh. Each dorm floor looked the same as the last. Narrow, white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Then gold numbers were attached to the front of each, the numbers rising as we climbed. You're not missing anything with the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitomo does them every year, and he's like totally dull. Why would you? Okay, out of all the, well, I mean, I guess it was appropriate to say dull. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in this weird, squeaky voice of his. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves. Thanks. We headed down the hallway. On the 3rd floor, Mai stopped us in front of door number 325. Here we are. Oh, and here we're not, because next time on HEC-PLAYS, we're totally going to see our brand new room, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah! I don't know about you guys, but I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's like really cool, and I really like this. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I might not be up to par in my reading and vocal skills, but I really like this game, and I totally wanted to try it, and I wanted to share this with my friends too. This is a free game you can get from the, well, I mean, I'll link it down on the description, and I'll also be linking the Normal Boots and also the Hidden Block Club websites, if there even is one for the Hidden Block Club, because I never checked the Hidden Block. I don't know. But I do love those guys, and I will definitely see you guys next time. And if you guys would like to see more then maybe you'll subscribe, like, or maybe go to that Patreon. But yeah, love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.